Hello everyone, it is Michelle Litwiller with Owl Star Stampers. It is Wednesday, July 5th, 2023, and I have a really cool card to share with you tonight, or if you're watching the replay. So we are going to do that in just a minute. I hope you all had a great 4th of July if you're watching here in the United States. And I know that this past weekend on, I think, Saturday was Canada Day. So I know I have a lot of Canada friends out there too. So hello everyone. Thanks for hopping on. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment. You can let me know where you're watching from. And then also, if you have not subscribed to any of my social medias, my YouTube channel, you can subscribe to that, and or over here on Facebook. Okay, I see some of you hopping on. So hi. Hi Lori, hi Denise. Okay, we have Florida and Connecticut in here so far. Maybe Texas. Thank you for sharing also, Susan. I appreciate it so much. All right, so I have the July card club to share with you. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of things that are going to be happening tomorrow. So I'm going to go over that in just a second as well. So we have a lot of little announcements, and hopefully I remember everything or I say it correctly. So if I make a mistake, just know I'm not doing it on purpose. Okay, Maria said, hi from Saginaw, Michigan. I got my, she got her package on Saturday. Awesome. Oh, we have Australia. Thank you for joining us. Ohio. All right, Nebraska. Hello, everyone. Hello, California. Okay, so like I said, I have a really cool card. And tonight we're going to be featuring the Let's Go Fishing Suite right here. If you have our annual catalog, it is going to be on page 78 and 79 right there. So this has a bundle which just came off it was sold out. It just came back today, so it is available. This is the bundle I'm featuring for our card club for this month. Now, I technically only used the stamp set, and I hand cut out the fish in the one little thing. But the one fish and whatever this thingy is that I use in my card, it does have a coordinating die. But I didn't use any of the crazy dies on the card club. So you technically only need the stamp set, but the bundle is awesome. And we're going to feature that whole bundle tonight. And you're going to want to add that to your list if you don't have it already. I'm going to show you the paper, and there is a coordinating embossing folder. But anyway, this is a really great suite. Now, if you know me and follow me, you know that fish is not my thing. I think they're slimy and they creep me out, and I don't want to swim with them in the lake or eat them. However, I do know they're very healthy for you. But this suite of products was actually one of my most favorite things. I think I just love all of the coordination with it. And so I actually purchased this right away when the catalog went live. And so then it sold out really quick, and now it's finally back so we can use it. So I'm going to be featuring that tonight. So I hope you guys are having a great it's Wednesday, right? With the 4th of July yesterday, that threw me off. And so it's been every day the last few days have felt like Sunday to me. So in that suite, there is it's called the Twisted Rope 3D Embossing Folder. So I just got mine today, and it's a 3D one, so you need the gray plate, and it embosses like so cool. Do you see how cool that is? So on one of the cards for my card club, I wanted to use this and I didn't have it, so I used the 3D Basics. But if you don't have this, you might want to pick this embossing folder up. It's really cool. And again, it's called the Twisted Rope 3D. Okay, we are going to be using the tackle box tonight, Lori. Lori said, I love the tackle box. That's what we're going to be doing tonight. Again, here's the stamp set. What's also great is if you you can use these images, like all the fish and the different tackle box elements, like the, let's say, the little bobbers and all those little thingies. You can use those with a birthday sentiment. You could make sympathy cards with this. You can do a lot more than just the words in the set, although there's really great words in the set. There's a retirement. Congrats. Good things come to those who wait. I'm so glad you're my dad. And happy Father's Day. So again, you can pull in other stamp sets to use with this as well. Now, look at the dies. Look at these awesome dies. They are a whole bunch of dies. So you can create an actual tackle box, which we're going to do tonight. You can do waves, like there's like some little wave work. It will cut out some of the designer paper, and then there's some other little elements you can just cut out. Now when you cut out this piece, you're left with all these like rectangles, and then you can use those as well. So this set is, this bundle is really cool. And I forgot to tell you the price, so let me tell you the price of it. It is $49.50 for the bundle. Now if you want the whole suite, which is the bundle, it comes with that embossing folder. The embossing folder is $10 plus a full pack of paper. It's $72. There's a whole suite collection, so that should all be back in stock. All right, now if you are in the card club, you're gonna get a half a pack of the paper this month, but you might want more because, like I said, it's really cool. And then you're going to want your own linen thread, remember. So bring your linen thread if you're local, ladies. And if you're to go, I'm sure you have it, but it's where I'm looking for it. I don't have it out. I use linen thread all the time. Just have it with your adhesive and your scissors or baker's twine, whatever you want. But here's a sneak peek of the card club this month. So here's the card I wanted to use a rope on, but I switched it out. I'll show you really quick. So here's the first card. Again, if you don't need a dad card, stamp this happy birthday or, you know, thinking of you or thank you or something else. Then this card with the fish. We have a retirement card. Aren't those so cute? And this card. All right, so in the card club, you make 2 each of those cards, so you'll get 8 different cards. You're also going to get some embellishments, and then the paper and the tutorials emailed to you. And then if you're local, you can come in person the very last week of the month. It's the last Monday and Tuesday, the last full week. And so anyway, you have until the 10th to sign up for that. Okay, so that's the card club. So I always like to give all the people in the card club an extra stuff to create with the stamp set and the featured products that you're gonna have. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So thank you again for all your sharing. If you're watching, can you just give the video a thumbs up? That helps with the algorithms. I hope I said that right. So if you can just give it a thumbs up right now while you're watching. Thank you so much. And for all of you that shared and commented. All right, I'm gonna point the camera down. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should go over something else real quick. Okay, so tomorrow there's going to be some new online exclusives. I'm going to share this real quick. I do have a really cool card, but I've been having a lot of people ask me, and so I don't want to forget it. So tomorrow it's on the online store. If you go to online exclusive, there's going to be some new products. I don't know all of them. I know there's some really beautiful paper and some embellishment, some Christmas paper. There's a sleigh bundle. I see a truck punch and stamp set. That's what everyone is asking me, how they can get that. It's tomorrow. And people are saying what time. And so I believe it's midnight Mountain Time. So that is on Eastern Time. I'm in the Eastern Time zone. I believe that's 2 a.m. Now there might be other things too. I don't know. But that goes live tomorrow. Okay, also tomorrow is, I'm going to pop up a new host code. Also tomorrow, I think the clearance rack may be refreshed. And if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can get any past kits or refills for 50% off, I believe. I believe all of this is tomorrow. So it's a great time to go shopping. Here's the new host code if you need the host code. there. So online exclusives, paper pumpkins on sale. If you're a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, it won't work. You have to be a subscriber and all that. Okay. I think I got it in. You have till the 10th to get the card club, and then the bundle will be an add-on if you need it that way. All right, so let's get into this card. So this card is, I'm taking it right out of the catalog because I loved it. And we have some pieces here. Let me show you the paper. So for this card, I did use some of this silver foil. Now this comes in a pack with a couple other pieces of silver. Let me tell you the name of it. It's like a specialty paper. It's called the Silver Foil Specialty Pack. Well, look at that. And it has like 3 different types of silver. So I took the really shiny silver, and that's what I cut out, the hook. That hook and that, I don't know what that thing is. I don't know the terminology of these fishing things, so you guys are going to have to help me out. Okay, but that's what I use, the silver foil. Now, the designer paper, you guys, is so cool. Okay, it comes in a 12 by 12. Again, if you're in the card club, it's going to be cut down, but you will get a half a pack. And here is the one with the fish. So I love this because they're already colored weights. Thank you, Lori. They're already colored. Now, one of the dies will cut out the fish, the one fish, but the other ones I just hand cut out anyway. So here you go. On the fish here, it will cut out, you see that? It cuts out some of these, the ones like that anyway. So that one and that one, your die right there will just cut it out. Now again, on the one card, I just cut out all these little fish and it worked. Okay, now on the back, look at this. This is like plaid piece. It's very masculine, but again, I really like it. Here's this piece. And then the back here. So then we have this one. This is a pattern we're going to use tonight. This is like a pebbled path in a vanilla. And then the back is mossy meadow with those little fly hook things. You guys can laugh at me all you want. The last time I went fishing, I was probably a little girl with my grandpa. Here is this pattern. This is, you can tell I use this one up. This is all that's left. We did a card, I believe, a couple weeks ago. And then I love the back with the misty moonlight. And then we have this piece. Again, these are just little pieces I have. There's some with some fishing poles. I used this on a paper pumpkin alternative last month. And then like a little like net. Okay, did I get them all? I think I got them all. So this one looks like this. It's kind of like a map. And I actually cut a piece and stamped right on it. And there's that. Okay, so this is the paper we're using. You're going to love it. And you probably want more than what you're going to get in the card club. So that's why I really wanted to show you, because it is very cool. Now I went ahead and I cut this card base at 11 by 4 1/4. This is our thick vanilla. I don't use vanilla very often. I just mostly stick to white, but the tones in here are vanilla, so that's what I use. And I already scored it in half. I also, when I make my own cards, I use this, like cut it this way, but when I ship them, I do not. I cut them the other way because I've had in the past them get bent in shipping. And so it's just for shipping purposes. I don't usually ship cards this way unless it's like a fun fold. Oh, Denise loves this sweet. Yes, it's a good one. Okay, so get your bone folder and just give that a nice crease. And then here is our card base. Now again, we're casing the catalog. And this piece measures just 5.5 by 4 1/4. And we're going to stick this right, it's going to cover the entire front. So, excuse me. I'm going to use my favorite glue here, and we're going to, it's almost gone, so that means I really do use this glue. We're going to add this all along here. I want to do the edge, so add your glue. And then the good thing of this glue is you can slide it around. Okay, so I'm gonna line that up and press it down really good. Okay, so here's the front of our card now, just like that. All right, we're gonna use this one more time, I think. All right, now I took those dies and I took Pebbled Path, and you're gonna cut out this piece and this piece right here with Pebbled Path cardstock. And when you do that, you're gonna get something like this. Again, you're gonna get all these like little rectangles, and you're gonna wanna keep these because you can use these on other cards or projects to stamp on. But then it looks like this. And there's like some little, like, it's kind of like embossed a little bit. So it's really cool. So that's what we have so far. Now we're going to take these things. Do you guys use these very often? I don't. I will admit I don't. Foam adhesive strips. They're really cool. You get 2 of them in a pack. They're in our annual catalog with the adhesives. And that's what we're going to use to attach this little tackle box thing together. To see how it's really skinny and I want it like popped up. And then I also want it to go this way. And we're going to stamp a sentiment down here. Now in here you can pick, and some of these like fit right in there. In the catalog, the card I'm copying, it says Happy Father's Day. We just had Father's Day. Maybe you don't want a Father's Day. So I pulled in the set right here. The Wildlife Wonder. And, or you could do whatever you want. But I liked this one. It said, to a great guy. I'm not saying that girls can't fish. Girls can totally fish too. But this is just what I'm picking. So I'm going to ink that up with some Versamark. You know, this is what we use to heat emboss, and put some white powder, white embossing powder, and heat set that. And through the magic, there we have it, just like that. So it says, to a great guy. And so what I did is I just put this over top, and so I knew kind of right where to position that. And then that's heat set. So I already took my heat tool, my powder, and I did that ahead of time. Because again, this card has a lot of pieces. So I don't need these pieces, but I'm going to save them, like I said. And now we're going to attach this piece here. So get out the foam sheets. Oh, good. Father's Day in Australia is in September. So you will be ahead of if you make a Father's Day card now. Okay, so these, yes, are very skinny. It's like a skinny strip of dimensional. So I'm going to pull this off, and I'm going to go around. Okay, I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to stick this right here, and I'm going to go around the edge of this. Now you can like turn it. Let's see if it works. I don't know if it will work. This is really skinny, but we're gonna try it. My other one I cut it. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, it went right around there. Look at that. Okay, see how it's just going? It bends, so you can just bend it and go right around the edge. Okay, if you don't have these adhesives, foam adhesive strips, and you have this bundle, you're going to want to get them. Okay, so then I ran out, so no worries. I'm going to grab another one, and I'm going to just put it right where the one left off and go right along the edge again. I'm going to twist it around the corner and make sure it's on the paper. Okay, I don't know why this is really like making me a little nervous doing this, but it is. Okay, Okay, it's a little bit too long, so I'm going to cut it here, like that. And then I'm going to take this piece and just go right down the center there. And then you can add like a few pieces there if you want. I don't know if it needs it because it's actually like pretty stable, but you could take, here, let's just do a little piece. You could just take like, you know, an inch or two and put it on those if you wanted to. So there's one. Just be careful because it sticks everywhere. And we'll put one here. So maybe this is a little extra, but all right. Then with your leftover, you just put this. I'm just going to put this right back on here and close it. Janelle said you can make a really cool shaker card with that die. Yes, you could. Absolutely. So yeah, see, these come with 2 of these in a package, so you get quite a bit of those. All right, so now all you do is you peel off the back side. So you peel off all the little skinny strips like this. So, all right, and then this just comes all the way off. And then we'll do this one. There we go. So yep, look at, I got a perfect little curve there. So look at that. So that's what it kind of looks like now. So I see some of the foam went off the edge there. So I'm just going to take my nail and kind of squish it back. Just, if you see any white peeking out, just, or take your pick tool or these carefully and just, you know, get it to where you like it. All right, so I think this goes, yep, this way. And I'm just going to kind of center it and put this down like that. So there you go. That's what we have so far. Now what we're going to do is grab the Pebbled Path ink pad. This is one of our new in colors. And we can throw these little scrap thingies away. Get out your stamp set, this one. Do you see the lines here? It could be water or just a background stamp. I'm going to grab that and have a little block here. And we're going to stamp. Let me pull in my little sample I did. We're going to put one of these up here in this little contraption. Little area, one here, basically one in all of them except for the one we stamped in. It's just gonna give a little bit of background. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Now, well, I just got ink on there a little bit, because look at, I got ink on my finger. That's okay. I forgot to, I haven't been here for a few days, and I forgot to take my chamois and get it wet, you know, wash it out down in the bathroom. It's like really dry because it's been super hot here. So I have to use a baby wipe to wipe my stamps off. Okay, now you're going to want to grab a scrap of, well, I guess we can glue this on, and then we're going to fill this with all the fun little things. So I again decided to use this glue because after I heat set it, it did curl a little bit. So I want it to be totally flat. So to put this, and if you really want to save paper, you could have like punched a circle or something out of the center since this is going to be hidden, but I did not do that. There we go. All right, so now this is going to set. So there we go. Okay, now we're going to do all the little pieces. So we need a scrap of very vanilla. Just the regular vanilla will work. you can see on my die cutting machine, I have all these little post-it note pieces because I was die cutting a lot of them. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna stamp is, okay, I'm gonna be using the Pebbled Path, which is that gray. I don't know what colors they use, but this is just what I did and it turned out good. Okay, so this thing, you're gonna want one of these in the Pebbled Path. And then I'm just wiping it off. And then we're gonna want one of these things, and we're gonna fill them in with color too. One of those. And then, is there anything else in gray? Yes. We need this little creepy thing. Sorry, it looks creepy to me. And so you can use our Stampin' Right markers, but because it's pretty much a straight line, this is how I did it. This is how maybe. So I inked up just the bottom. And then I'm going to take Misty Moonlight and ink up the other half. But again, the Stampin' Right markers, this is a perfect scenario where you would use them. Okay, so there, now it's inked up 2 colors in the top and the bottom. And we have that thing. It has like a hook on it. All right, next up we're gonna use this one again, but this time we're gonna use it in, I just guessed a brown. I took the pecan pie, and we're gonna do 2 of these. Now, guess what? I already have these all die cut out, so you don't have to watch me do that. But we only need 1 in that color. I did 2, so I'll have an extra one. Then this one, we're going to do 2 of these. Again, in that same pecan pie. 1, 2. You see why I did do this ahead of time? There's a lot of pieces. All right, is that it for those? That might be it. Now we'll fill in the color. So I need this piece, and we did this in boho blue with the gray. All right, gray, and because it's a photo polymer, you can just line it right up perfectly. And then one of these, I did it in Cajun Craze Stamped Off. So you can use whatever colors that you like. And stamped it off, and I went right over it to make it a little bit lighter, so you can see how dark it is down there, full strength, and that's what it's like stamped off. Makes it just a little bit lighter. Okay, so those are total doohickeys. Thank you, Karen. I like your terminology. All right, the next thing we're gonna fill in are these little doohickeys that Karen just told me that's what they're called. Uh-oh, I just picked up a stamp on the bottom of mine. If that ever happens, if you're missing a stamp, see, I set it right on top of there. It just picked right up to the bobber. Just look at the bottom of your ink pads if you're ever missing a stamp. You might find it there. Okay, so for these, they're called bobber and spinners and flies. I knew there's like bobbers and fly and hooks, and there was something else I thought of. Are they little weights or something? Those little silver thingies? Okay, so to fill in the fish, where is that piece? Here. Okay. We need, this is Old Olive. This little piece here. You're just going to fill in, hopefully I don't get my head in the way. Sinkers, there we go. That's what I actually did know that. Maybe I did listen to my grandpa a little bit more than I thought. Yes, the little sinkers. So I loved looking in my grandpa's tackle box because I loved how like to organize all of these little fishing things. I thought was super cool. I was just telling my friend Alicia that. Okay, there's that one. And the last thing is this. We're going to add the color here. Lures. There we go. Okay. So this one, I took Real Red. I think I can close all these. Like I said, there's this card you're going to give to somebody that you love a whole lot. And actually this card I think would be beautiful framed too. Like you could take a 4x6 frame or a shadow box and like frame it. Like make it like a frame. So the Real Red, I'm going to stamp it off once and go in and do the same thing. Just add this here to the bottom. All right, so that's what we have. Now you're going to take your dies and you're going to die cut all of this plus some extra little pieces with all of these great set of dies. It will cut all of these images out there. Okay, I already did that for you though, so you don't have to watch me do that. It works, and it works really great with my mini Stamp and Boss cut machine. So look at here, I have this one, and we have this one which I stamped a little bit better, not on live TV or camera, whatever video. We have this one, and that. Okay, all these little stamped pieces, and we have this one right here. This is a Cajun Craze stamped off. So yeah, there's a lot of little pieces here. Okay, the next thing that I did, remember with that silver foil, you're gonna take and cut out with your dies the one little hook, and then these like little, now these cut out 3, but we're gonna use 2. So we have 2 of those. And then the other thing you're going to need are these pieces right here. Okay? These are in your dies. This little, I'll tell you the color, Early Espresso, Sweet Sorbet, and Berry Vanilla. And we're going to like create this thing. Okay? There we go. Let's put this together and bring in our card. The other thing you have is basic black twine. So these come in a essential combo pack, the twine, with vanilla, black, white, crumb cake, and gray granite, I believe. So let's take this and put this together. So on the bottom of this piece, I'm going to put just a tiny bit of glue. See, this is why I don't like this glue, because tiny doesn't always come out. And we're going to add our Sweet Sorbet little piece over top. This is how they had it in the catalog, so that's how we're doing it. And then we'll add a little bit of this. Thank you for all your help with helping me with the names of all of these. I have heard them all, I just, I'm not a fisherman. But I really appreciate this set. It's so cool. Okay, and then because it's liquid glue, it's sliding all around, which I don't want it to do. Okay, so there we have this. Do you see this? Isn't this cute? Just don't get glue on me. All right, now I dropped it. I'm going to take this black twine, baker's twine. I'm going to take a glue dot, a mini glue dot. This is what I normally use. And I'm going to, okay, so the red is going to be the bottom of it. So I'm going to take a glue dot towards the top, because that's what my baker's twine is going to stick to, maybe. If I can get the thing to stick on here. Okay, so then I'm going to leave a little tail hanging off, and I'm going to just wrap it around the top of this. Like I said, this card is for somebody that you really, really, really love a lot. Then we're gonna, so I wrapped it around like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times at the top. And then we're just gonna leave a little loopy thing like this. See, that's what we have. The tail's over here, wrapped it around. We have a little loopy thing. We're gonna cut this off and then secure this down with a dimensional that, I don't know what I did with mine. Here they are. They couldn't have gone too far. They're all just, so we're going to use mini and big. So I got both. Okay, so then I'm going to put a dimensional right in the back to like anchor that little linen, that baker's twine down. Okay, then we're going to take this off. This is going to come down here, kind of like an angle like this. Now this piece is a little bit too long, so I'm going to trim it off. Trim it down a little bit, and then we're going to take one of these little silver things and see the little silver thingy? I'm going to put a mini dimensional behind that and put this on. So you guys know, if you watch me, I do not make things like with all these tiny little pieces very often. But I had to show you how cool this set is. Isn't that cool? So there's that. Then this one right here, you're going to just take a dimensional and pop it on the back. If I was still, like, if I didn't die cut these, we would still be die cutting them right now. So there's that. It does take patience, but now it's going by really quick. Okay, then these two things are going to come here with some dimensionals. So, and what I found is, like, I did all the pieces together, like for 2 cards, and it went by a lot faster than if you were just making like one. So I would not make like 20 of these cards, but if you want to make like, you know, a couple, just do all the pieces at once, and then it won't be quite so bad either. Okay, just some little dimensionals behind there. All right, now let's do this one. Okay, take a little dimensional behind here. Again, if you want to join my card club, or if you want to take it as a one-time, that will be, you can do that. You have until the 10th if you want this bundle as an add-on. It is back in stock as of today, and I think you can make some really great cards. Okay, there we have this. Now we're going to finish our last one here, which this one was the longest. So we have these 3 pieces here. I know you can't, it might blend in with my table. And we're going to take this black twine. So what I did is I wrapped it around 2 of my fingers. How many times? 3 times. Kind of like that, and just cut it. And then I took a glue dot. So it's just kind of like a little mini rope. And I stuck this right on a glue dot like that. And took it off, and then I'm just going to put it right here in the middle. Just like that. Okay, then you're going to take this scary little creature and you're going to put a dimensional behind it. And it's going to go right over here like so. And then we're going to take another one of these. You can't see that it's like embossed. It's really cool. Take a mini dimensional, or cut one of your big ones in half if you don't have the minis. And this is going to go right over here. And now when I'm done, I'm going to show you the catalog, and you can tell me if I did an okay job copying this card. I'm just going to trim that down. And then this little hook, So I actually do have fishing line here that I hang a lot of my decorations with. That was my, one of my grandpas, both of my grandpas fished, that my dad gave me for, you know, I decorate at Christmas time. So it has like an unlimited amount of fishing line. And I hang a lot of my like snowflakes and stuff from the ceiling with it. So you could have totally add fishing line. You're right. That's a good idea, Nadine. Is that who, or I think that might be who said that. Okay, so I'm adding just a little bit of this liquid glue on here without trying to have a heavy hand. And now I am going to, I just didn't even think of that. I'm going to tuck this right here. And just as long as part of it is sticking, that's all I'm going to just hold it for a second. Okay, there we go. Dun, da, da, dun. Here is the card. Now, it is, so this piece is popped up. These are all popped up. Do you see how cool this card is? And then it opens up here. And then we can stamp on the inside, sending birthday wishes, if you wanted a birthday card, because I just have on the outside, to a great guy. So here's the one I just made like an hour ago or 2 hours ago. So there's that. But let me show you the catalog so you can tell me if I did a good job. So one of the reasons why I want to show you this obviously is because I'm using it for Card Club this month. But the other one is, if you ever get in a slump and you don't know what to create and you want to make a card and you're like, I don't know where to start, get out your catalog. This is not only a catalog, it's an idea book, and there's really great ideas in here. So if we go to this suite on page 78, here is the card right here. There's the card. So there's that card, and here's my card. Oh, they added a little blue little feather thingy on there. I didn't do that. I must have missed that. But there's our card. So anyway, you can do that with any card in the catalog. Just it kind of gets your ideas going. So there's our card for tonight. And again, I only have one card because look at that, took me like, I normally can make like 3 or 4 cards in that amount of time. But that one took a lot, even with die cutting a lot of the pieces out for you. So I hope you like it. Again, if you want to get in on the Card Club, I showed you sneak peeks of the pictures. The cards are really, really great. You're going to love them. And again, if you don't have, like, if you don't want, I'm so glad you're my dad, stamp a happy birthday, a thinking of you. You can make sympathy cards, just any stamp set with words, you can make it go. And I'm seeing, does any of you have any questions? Okay, tomorrow the sale starts, I believe, at midnight Mountain Time, and that's 2 a.m. our time, I believe. I haven't seen anything different. If you want any of the online exclusive, there's that truck punch and bundle, and lots of other online exclusives. And then also, I think the clearance rack is being updated. And if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, any of the past kits are half off as well. So it's a great time. There's the new host code. Early next week, I will be doing a virtual class for July. So we'll be doing that next week. So I'm just trying to get caught up with all of the other things from, coming home to getting out the Zany Zoo Stamp Camp. And then we had our 4th of July. So it's been really busy here, but I know some of you have received your Stamp Camp and you've told me how excited you are to start playing with it and putting it together. And so that makes me really happy. So again, if you want to get in on this, you have until the 10th. This isn't the card. This is the card. I wanted to show you how the dies are so awesome. Again, this is back in stock. It's $49.50. And if you have any other questions about anything, let me know. Email is the best way to get a hold of me. Facebook is not always nice to me. I don't see your comments, not your comments, your messages. If you private message me, I don't always get those. In fact, Facebook locked me out of my account a few days ago. Yeah, maybe it was yesterday again, but I got right back in. So I'm not a fan of them all the time. So email is always the best way. And if you're not on my email list, make sure you join it. And you can get on it by going over to owlstarstampers.com and click on the email newsletter, or it might even pop up on your screen. So always be on my email list so you get information on all my classes, everything that's going on, all the updates and news, and also how you can contact me. All right, everyone, I will see you later. I still have Paper Pumpkin to do before this weekend, so I will see you then. Bye, everyone. Have fun shopping tomorrow, and again, there's the new host code if you want to shop. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Bye.